Hi, I'm Vanya Frank, intuitive healer. I want to share with you an experience that I had yesterday, which was so helpful and helped me move through kind of an emotional stuckness that I was feeling. I was feeling really down the ladder yesterday, or at least compared to how I've been feeling lately. And I did something that really helped me move up the ladder so quickly emotionally. So, just to give you a little bit of context, I've been doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations for the past, I think today is day 53, and it's been a beautiful experience. And of course, some days are better than others. Some days I have really, really, really beautiful healings come through and experiences, and I feel very connected and very present with the experience. And then there are other days I don't feel that way and I feel the opposite. And it takes me a lot longer to feel present with the experience. And yesterday during my meditation, I, and to let you know which one I did the tuning into new potentials yesterday. And during the meditation, I was feeling very kind of down the ladder, I guess. I was feeling more emotionally stuck, more in the familiar. And if you've read any of his work or learned anything about it, these terms I think will be more familiar to you. And essentially, I was just feeling kind of lower level energies and emotions. And I have become more and more accepting of those as I go on in my life. And so it didn't scare me. But I wanted to understand, well, I see this choice point. I see this point where I can be stuck in this familiar, or I can make a choice to move up the ladder. And I've been experiencing that choice point more and more lately, and realizing that I can make a choice in that moment. And so, yesterday, I really wanted to understand what can help me quickly move up the ladder. I'm not one to fake it, I'm not one to pretend. I feel a certain way when I don't. At least not with my closest friends. And so I really like to be emotionally honest with myself. So if I'm feeling a certain way, I will surrender to it and I will kind of look at it and face it and move through it. And in this situation, it didn't feel like there was anything specific that was going on. I didn't have a specific emotion that was coming up that I needed to face and work through and understand. So I knew that it was just stuckness. It was just pure familiarity and comfort in that familiarity is what it was showing me. And again, if you're familiar with Dr. Joe's work, he talks about how we can kind of become addicted and habitual with feeling a certain way. And this is what I'm really trying to move through to change my life. So eventually, yesterday, I was guided to my email and I received these daily emails from Marianne Williamson. I'm a big fan of her prayer books. If you haven't heard of her, her work is really beautiful. Her books are her. I've read several of her books, and they're great. And she sends out a daily email with a daily meditation and a mantra or affirmation, and a few paragraphs to describe what that means, and something that you can basically read to yourself and meditate on and just move into a better feeling space. Well, yesterday I was really guided to my email and to look at the one that I had received yesterday. And it was to read it to you. Today I see the miracle in all things. And while I had read it earlier in the day, there was just something about it in that moment. I felt like I was being asked to just close my eyes and reflect on that again. And the second I did that, something shifted instantly. I shifted instantly. I read it to myself, or I kept saying it to myself over and over as I closed my eyes. And I had these visions come through of what my mind was trying to get me to be stuck on throughout the day. And the second I read this or said this to myself, it instantly shifted. And it was amazing how quick it was and how quick it was. In A Course in Miracles, they talk about how you essentially can heal and change your mind in a holy instant, is what they say. And that's how that felt. And of course, it takes openness and willingness, and that's taken some time for me to get to, in all honesty. And that, but it felt really, really easy yesterday, and I was really grateful for that. So what I ended up doing was going back to my emails, because I save those every day, and I wrote down several of them, which just helped me so much. And as I was reading each one, I just felt better and better and better. And I realized that is one tool in our toolbox, is just to be able to reach for something, a thought, a feeling that helps us just go up the ladder. It can be something you create. It can be something that's already out there, like Marianne Williamson's meditations, daily meditations. But that is a tool that can help us instantly shift up the ladder. And I just wanted to share that with you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about my experiences with Dr. Joe's meditations, and I've had some really amazing ones that I plan to share, please do like and subscribe. I would love to start a community here. Thank you.